Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got some really exciting stuff to go over. We have some new information on the Nintendo Switch successor. We also have some new DLC rumors, hints at a new convergent Pokemon, and we also have some other bits and bobs to take a look at as well. There's a lot of stuff to break down today. So if you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. Ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way, let's get into the video. I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, let's take a look at some new information about the Nintendo Switch successor. It was posted by PoriLeaks, and they were quote retweeting something by Connor, who said, another NVIDIA Tegra for Nintendo Switch will be manufactured from 5LPP. I will keep uploading this information in Twitter as soon as I can. So, we have PoriLeaks, they quote retweeting that, saying Nintendo Switch 2 5nm NVIDIA chip in the works by Samsung. So obviously this is really positive news for the next Nintendo Switch console. And then they go on to say, impressive leap from the launch sock at 20nm to 5nm process with the latest information. The power efficiency looks interesting. I wonder how powerful this thing will be. PS4 Pro level. So originally we thought it was just going to be like PS4 and like Xbox One kind of levels, but now it seems to be like PS4 Pro kind of levels, so even better than we were imagining. Of course, Nintendo are always a little bit behind on the whole kind of I guess the technology front in terms of like technology they use for consoles and stuff. Obviously, creative wise, they're always a step ahead. Like obviously the Nintendo Switch is such a good creative design, being able to play handheld and docked in the same console. But yeah, in terms of actual equipment they use in the technology, they have always been a little bit behind. But this is really impressive. This is really good news about the next Nintendo Switch console. It seems like the lid is coming off all the silence, and we might start hearing more about this next-gen system as we continue through the summer. So we may actually get an announcement for the next Nintendo console or the Nintendo Switch successor throughout this year. Whether it gets released this year or not, I'm not too sure, but it seems very likely that we're gonna at least hear about it this year. Again, the Nintendo Switch has been out for like what, 7 or 8 years now, so it is time that we kind of moved on to the next console. I mean, fair play, the Switch is still selling really well, but when a new Nintendo console comes out, you know, it's just gonna go crazy, especially if there's like another Mario Kart or something that comes out with it. Obviously you'll have like new Pokemon games and stuff. Like obviously the next big Pokemon game is probably going to be on the next Nintendo Switch. We're probably going to have Gen 9 until the next Nintendo Switch, with maybe a couple of spin-offs like a Mystery Dungeon game or something. Obviously we have Stadium coming on Nintendo Switch Online. We have hopefully the kind of compatibility between Game Boy, like the Game Boy games and stuff for the Nintendo Switch. Hopefully that's going to get announced this year. So we've got a lot of Pokemon stuff coming out this year, Pokemon Sleep as well. But for the next big Pokemon game, that's probably going to be on the next Nintendo Switch. Then we have people replying saying, you know, is that a good thing? Yes. Do you think a holiday 2023 launch if they already in manufacturing process? My bets are spring 2024. And for those asking, this means production is most likely starting soon. And obviously PS4 Pro levels for a handheld will be insane. I hope it's true. That's the thing you have to think about. Like, it's not just like when you hear things like, oh, it's just going to be as good as a PS4, not a PS5. You also have to take into account that, you know, you're playing handheld as well. So PS4 Pro on handheld would actually be kind of ridiculous. But either way, that's some Nintendo Switch stuff there. We also have a little bit more about the Nintendo Switch successor as well. Again, this is just a rumor. Nothing really to do with Pokemon, but again, it's just to do with the Nintendo Switch successor. We have Nintendo rumors here tweeting out saying a new Donkey Kong game, codenamed Donkey Kong Freedom, is rumored to be in development at Nintendo. The game is apparently open world, so I mean, Nintendo are just pushing for these open world games. We've had Zelda, we've had Pokemon, now we're going to have Donkey Kong most likely, with Shigeru Miyamoto heavily involved. If true, the game would release on Nintendo's next console. Regardless, it seems very likely that a new Donkey Kong game is in development. There's still the Odyssey Team DK game rumors, and with how much DK has been pushed recently in the Super Mario movie and in getting a theme park land, it's unlikely DK isn't getting a game. So again, just a little bit more information about the next Nintendo console. And again, when a new console does drop, you're gonna have all these big games happening. Like I say, you're gonna have a big Mario game, big Pokemon game, probably like a Donkey Kong game, maybe something else as well, maybe like Metroid, something like that, Kirby maybe, who knows. But yeah, again, all these big games are just kind of lining up for the next Nintendo console, which again, hopefully very, very soon we do get the announcement if production is starting very, very soon. So that's all the Nintendo Switch stuff. Again, how excited are you for the Nintendo Switch successor? I'm really excited for it. Hopefully we don't get like that Joy-Con drift and all that. Hopefully it's just like a really good console. I'm really looking forward to the reveal trailer. I think it's going to be a banging console, and I think it's going to be insane to see like Pokemon on the next gen kind of console. Anyway, that's Nintendo Switch stuff. Let's move on to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC. Now this is something that we covered in yesterday's video, I do believe, and it was like this poster of this like aqua looking like guy with a crown on his kind of chest and stuff like that. It was originally posted by Light, and then replying to Light we had Hunter here saying, why does that rider in the first image look like a superhero dressed up as Magikarp, has the whiskers, the white fins, and has the dorsal fin and Magikarp's signature crown, which is its dorsal fin? Am I the only one who sees it? And then we have Soul Silver Art replying to this saying, you know, Light found this Power Ranger-like image on a poster in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. There's also been rumors as well that the Ogerpon kind of legendaries of the teal mask are going to be related to Power Rangers, especially with like the masks and stuff. And so this could literally be a hint towards the DLC. I think it personally is. I don't know if it's going to be one of the legendaries or it is going to be something to do with Magikarp. But then we had Honda and Hunter put this together. Could this be or suggest a crazy new Terra / convergent form of Magikarp? Now, I don't know how much you guys were in kind of the loop with leaks and stuff on the build up to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, but it was revealed that there was going to be a convergent evolution of Magikarp and Gyarados that was cut from the game. Now this could easily be incorporated back into the DLC. I don't know why they changed it, but they changed it last minute and they put Toadschool and Toadscruel in the game, which is obviously a bit weird because obviously Tentacool and Tentacruel weren't in the game, and obviously their convergent evolutions were for Diglett and Wiglet. But obviously Tentacool and Tentacruel are going to be in the DLC that got data mined. Magikarp and Gyarados are in the base games, but the convergent evolutions aren't. So there's a bit of a mismatch there. But again, there was going to be a convergent evolution for Magikarp and Gyarados. It was cut from the game. We don't know if it was completely just hidden from the game or if it is literally going to come back in the DLC. But this guy here does kind of give off Magikarp vibes. So this could be like a Magikarp trainer who does have this convergent evolution of Magikarp, because again, it was originally going to be in the game. Or this could be the convergent evolution of Magikarp. Maybe it literally takes on this human form. I think that's very unlikely because it's a fish kind of, and then a man, and obviously if you take evolution into account and stuff, then fair play. But at the same time, it is just such a massive change. I don't think there's going to be a guy that looks like a Magikarp and it's just a new form of Magikarp. I just don't think that's going to be the case. Or maybe it's a new or unused character that dresses up like a Magikarp superhero. Whatever it is, that poster image is 99% related to Magikarp, as it has many of its features. It's Magikarp man. So yeah, really interested to see how this person is going to take, maybe it's just a random poster and this person isn't going to be in the game, but I feel like this is going to be some sort of Magikarp trainer at least, and hopefully does have the potential conversion Magikarp, because not so much I want to see Magikarp, but a convergent evolution for Gyarados would be really, really cool. I'd really, really like to see that. But either way, that's the Magikarp stuff. Moving on, we also have this information as well, some beta information for Generation 5. This was tweeted out by Lutu saying, recently we translated an interview with Junichi Masuda on Pokemon Black and White, revealing that Zekrom was originally supposed to have 4 hands. So it was actually going to have like a Zekrom Machamp kind of looking creature. And Masuda actually says here, another guideline was that Reshiram was supposed to look female, very graceful, dragon-like, and fire-like. Opposed to that, Zekrom was supposed to look male, dragon-like, and electric-like. Going further, Zekrom was supposed to have 4 hands. Finally, both should clearly contrast each other though, through their visual properties, and it should be especially noticeable. So yeah, Reshiram originally was supposed to be female-like, very graceful, and then yeah, Zekrom was supposed to have 4 hands. So yeah, really cool. I wonder what that would have looked like. But either way, Soul Silver right here saying, oop, looks like another design is getting added to my base Pokemon art project. So cool. So I don't know if they ever designed it, or they just had the idea that that was going to be the case, but either way, very interesting nonetheless. And finishing things off for today's video, we do have this maintenance update for Pokemon Sword and Shield. Again, whenever there's a maintenance update for a Pokemon game, I like to keep you guys in the loop. Might not mean anything, it could mean something for Pokemon Home, because even though obviously Pokemon Sword and Shield isn't necessarily played that much anymore, it still will need to be kind of have a little update for Pokemon Home, because obviously if a Pokemon from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet goes into Pokemon Home and then into Pokemon Sword and Shield is going to need to be able to register the fact that it is a Pokemon from a new game. game, and so that's what like the maintenance and the updates are going to be for it. So again, it could just be a small hint towards Pokemon Home update, but either way, that is going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please do consider hitting the like button down below. Leave me your comments on this new Nintendo Switch successor. What are your thoughts on it? Are you excited for it? When do you think it's going to get announced? And also, what are your thoughts on Magikarp, man? Do you think it is a convergent evolution of Magikarp, or do you think it's just a random character? Let me know your thoughts and feelings on all of this. But that's everything from me. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell. And until next time, peace.